Hi guys, I am Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video, and today actually yesterday I created this effect, but today I will show you how I created this. I'll show you all my elements and I'll try my best to explain everything so you can recreate this type of effect in UE4 using Sequencer and Niagara. So let's start this tutorial. First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So this is actually the resolution is for mobile. It is 1080 and 1920, but 1920 is for height and 1080 is for width. So this is for mobile preview. And how I create the first how I got this animation on this character, this Mixamo, this Mannequin. So you have to go to this Mixamo site and just log in or sign up or log in with Facebook or Google, whatever. Then you need your static mesh of your Mannequin, like I have here on my desktop. This is, if I preview this is just a static mesh I have. So you need to export this Mannequin from your Unreal Engine as a static mesh. Then here in Mixamo, just upload your character from desktop with static mesh. This is, and then you can rig it here, and then you can apply your animation and can download these, and you can use all these animation with this Mannequin. So let it preview. Let it preview, I'll show you. And here in Unreal Engine I have this animation which I downloaded. This is the full animation, and you can see the speed, its speed is fast. I slowed it down, so you will get this, and then you have to next, and you have to apply these points, like this is chin and this is your wrist, this is your elbow, these are your knees, and this is your ground, and then next, and it will take some time, and then your character will be ready to use this animation. Okay, so I got this animation, and here you can see this is Animation Composite. You can see the tooltip, and here this is slow and loopable because it is reversing the animation again. So you can see this is loopable and this is inverse. So how you create that? Right click on your animation, create composite. You can name it anything. Here you have this fast animation, and if you want to make it loop, I can drag your animation again, and here in this one I will reverse the speed. So if I make it -1, now you see it will reverse it. Okay, so like the first one, I'll delete this one for now, and I want just this part. Okay, so I will add the start time and end time. So let's say if I use start time 0.5 and end time 0.7, so I just got this much animation. Okay, now I can slow this animation from this rate. So now I got these values, and I have to just invert this and duplicate this. So I can again take this, and again the same value which I used for it, 0.5 to 0.7, 0.5 to 0.7, and -0.1, and you can see it is slow animation and a loopable. It is not loopable, you can say ping-pong, because it is reversing that animation, but it is also loopable because it will keep doing this again and again. Okay, so this is how you have to do, and how I did. You can see the setting 0.3 to 0.9, and this is my speed, and same here 0.3 to 0.9, this is my speed negative. Okay, this is how I did that. So in here Mixamo, your character is ready, you have to do the next, and then click on any animation and just download it like this one. Okay, and you can just download these. Okay, so this is how I did. Then if I'll show you my sequencer, and if we see, this is the whole thing I have. You can see the character is here, and this is the whole effect. So one by one we will see all things. These are all elements. So I'll select all except the camera and the animation, and I'll mute these, and I'll move this, let it be. So now I got just a fog because I have this exponential fog. You can search it here. This you have to drag it here, and these are my settings. 5 density, color is white, and you can see these edited values here. Okay, then I have this character here placed here in animation, so I'm using the same animation composite, so it's just playing and then play reverse. Okay, then on this character you can see the blue edge, so I tweak the material. So this is the nodes, these are the nodes I added. This is the material originally, and I just made it dark from here, so it has no Fresnel originally. So I add this blend emissive, and in this blend emissive what I have this Fresnel, and I tweak the power 8 point something, then I multiply it with color and just adding it to emissive, so I have this edge on my material. So easy, and I applied it on my character. Okay, then here I have a directional light in viewport, and which has 31, 32 almost strength. If I make it 0, you can see it's making it flat, so 32, so it has slightly edge. Then I have a point light behind this character, and which has high intensity, so if I make it 0, you can see, and this is 1000, so there is, you can see rim, and this is for rocks. Okay, and then I have also post, and in post I tweak this thing, so you can see, and global, so little contrast, gamma, these things, just to make it look good. So this is my animation. So after animation I'll just mute this. Now I got this ambient first, so let's unmute this, and you can see I have a particle system, and which is spawning part, and let's just turn on the animation, so it will be good to see it with character. Okay, so in my ambient I have 2 particle system, actually duplicate version, but I changed the material. So in this one I have a sub UV of smoke, and this one it is just a radial ramp. So you can see particles are spawning like 20, and in this one 10. Then they have initial curl noise for random movement, is fair location with 100 radius, then some drag, some gravity for the y-axis, and then curl noise of course, and this is sub UV, so animation here, and these particles just moving randomly and emitting from a sphere. Then mute this debris, and this is the main thing. So I made this tunnel of debris, and how I created this, this is the effect, and it has smaller debris and bigger. So basically this is smaller, is just a duplicate version of bigger. It has a small size and some curl noise. So for this, let's say if you want to create it again, let me show you. So I'll just browse this and create a new folder, test, and create a new emitter, take a fountain, and I'll use a mesh renderer here, and if I'll search here static mesh, I got 1 2 3 4 debris. So here I will take 2 3 4, okay, for random mesh. So first debris I'll pick it here, then second, then third, and then fourth. Okay, and now I will delete this color, I don't need these things. And let's say I just spawn some particle like maybe 200 and increase the size maybe 20 for now, so it will be maybe 10. Then I'll take the torus location and I'll use the different axis, maybe Y, and I'll let it 25, and I don't want to use it. So I have this Y, and you can see all the rocks, all the debris are same, but I use the 4 meshes here. So here mesh has index 0 1 2 3, okay, and here if you go down you have this mesh index binding with mesh index. So you need to create here an integer and rename it mesh index. If this is 0, it's using the first debris. If I make it 1, you can see the debris changed, 2 debris changed, 3 debris changed. No, it didn't change actually, sorry, because my debris is absolutely different. So at 0, 1 2 3, now you can see it's changing. Okay, and now I can use it random from 0 to 3, so random. Then initial rotation, I will take initial orientation and connect it with the torus tangent, because I use torus location, and you can see it's facing the torus. And now I want a tunnel, so I'll take the position. So here type the position, drag it in your, here you can drag it in update also, and add on the initial position, which is a torus shape, and now you can randomize it on y-axis, so like 200 minus 200, so you will have a tunnel. So you can make it 500 minus 500. So this is how I created the tunnel. Then you can make it infinite life and loop just once. Then you can add update mesh orientation, and you can randomize the x for each axis, and you can randomize the rate also, like 0.2 minus 0.2. Then you can duplicate this one, and I'll just isolate and randomize the scale. Oh, you need to randomize the scale here. This is 10, so I will use random, maybe 3 and 10. And then I duplicated this, and in this one I'll use it, in this one I'll use it maybe 3 and 1. So these are small, and I'll increase the spawn rate. And then I'll use curl noise. So with curl noise, these are just going and keep going away. So I don't want that, and let me just animate the curl noise. So I'll take the spring force and connect it with the initial position, so they will try to come back to the initial position, but curl noise will keep disturbing them. And you can decrease this strength and this, so they will keep moving, but they will not go far, and you can just tweak your settings. So this is how I created the tunnel. Okay, then I'll just hide this, mute, and unhide this. So this is, you can see a square, sorry, rectangle, and this is because I wanted this on my camera here. So you can see if I open this thing, So how I created this rectangle form, basically I have a delete kill volume here. So if I turn off my kill volume, I have a box location, and you can see the size. I can increase it here also, so you can see it is a box. And then like it is x100 and z200, so I took the kill volume and I use x90 and z180, so it's just deleting these particles. And I just placed it here absolutely near to my camera, so it's making them blur and it's also dark. Okay, I'll just mute this. And eyes, so for eyes you can see the eyes, and see there's two big circles, then these trails. So for that I have these two emitter. In the first one I have just these two circles which looks bright, but here in viewport look good. So I have a particle, and let's create it again. So here I create this test, so I'll create it again. And let's say you have this, and I'll just remove all these things, and you have the blue eyes, and this is just one. If you want two, so you can take a torus location, make it 0, and if you make it direct, it will spawn on a point, and this is the thing that can rotate it. So 0 means it is here, and 0.5 means it is absolutely opposite of that. So you can randomize this with this A or B, and 0 to 0.5. So some particle will spawn here, some here, so you will have eyes. And you can decrease the distance. Or after this you need to make the particle trail. So for that I'll duplicate this thing, and I'll turn off the mass, and I'll add the velocity from point. So from center it will spread the particles away, and I'll increase the spawn rate and maybe 2000, and then use the size sprite and make them smaller. Then I'll use the gravity, so it can move these particles up maybe 200. Then curl noise maybe 200. So this is how you can make. You can tweak the setting, but this is the same. This is the basic idea to do that. Okay, so after eyes I'll just turn off this, and hand glow. So this is the basic thing. I have a trail, and then and one more thing, let me just hide this. These eyes also connected with head bone. You can see this. So here you need to go to attach, take the character, then choose the bone. So this is connected with head, so this is why it's moving with the head. Okay, I'll turn this off. Then hand, similarly hand is also connected. You can see this is right hand middle, and duplicate version is left hand middle for both hand. So in this effect, this is the same emitter type of thing. So I have this, I removed the torus, so this is just 1 point. Then I duplicated it, applied velocity, lots of particle from GPU, and some gravity up direction, then curl noise, then again duplicated it, and these are just spawn rate is low and these are brighter. So this is how it looks, and I just duplicated and connected with both hand. I'll just mute it. Then lightning. So there's lightning randomly spawning in the scene. So this is again the same thing I used my previous tutorials. So I just use the absolute same thing, just change the position. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have lots of tutorials on lightning. So I just took the lightning from here for this body, and you can see these tutorials are also from scratch. You can create if you want to create lightning. See this one. So I just took this thing from the body and I just randomized the location, initial location, and sorry, the beam start and beam end, so it's randomly spawning. Then I have speed line, you can see, and I just duplicated it 2 times. It is the same. And in particles, I use the same trick which I did for my rock. So I have a torus location, and instead of offsetting the position, I use velocity for both direction, and minus y and positive y and negative y, and this is just a basic radial using velocity line. So I can stretch the size on y, and you can see this is long and this is local space emitter, and I just place it 2 times. So I'll just turn on all my emitters. Here you can see the full. And if you really like and you want to check out these files, or you want to place your animation here, I'll just provide this project in the video description, and you can just download this and use in your projects. So thanks for watching, keep learning, and bye bye.